Hello everyone, welcome to another Hallyu Sees It review. Today I'm doing a Kickstarter preview for Pencil First's Large Format Hanafuda deck. Some of those who have been following the channel may remember that I did a review of their Deluxe Hanafuda deck that came out in 2022. And they are launching today, as I'm posting this video on September 2nd, 2025, a large format Hanafuda deck. So we're going to take a look at this. We're going to compare it to their Deluxe Hanafuda deck, show you the size difference and everything with that as we go through this. Very excited about this. There are some features that I'm excited to show you. There's some iconography that they've added onto the cards themselves. The artwork is a little bit bigger, obviously, and so we'll show you some of the differences between that. But it does have the same, wonderful player reference sheets that the deluxe version did. But this is really kind of a nice thing because with the Hanafuda decks, and obviously for me, this is my first experience with Hanafuda, and it really been enjoyable. Really love the Hanafuda deck. But some people, this is a little bit small, and so this I think is going to be a great kind of starting point into Hanafuda and the different games formats and everything, because it's maybe a little bit more accessible or familiar as far as the cards. They're nice and big. Shuffle them maybe a little bit easier, or what people are intended for. Again, some people are going to just enjoy the kind of regular Hanafuda maybe more, but I think this is a great option. Plus, price point, this deluxe version that's really, really nice. I think this is listed on their website as $34.99. And I think for the large format, they're going to be looking at like $12. So again, very, very accessible price point. So let's go ahead and open it up. I have these sitting here as well, a little ambiance here, but the artist for the Hanafuda decks, both the deluxe version and what we're looking at today, this large format version, is by Vincent Dutrait, and a couple of Pencil First other games here that also features the artwork. So 100 Tori and the Diverging Paths expansion as well. Just really beautiful artwork, and you'll see those featured in here. There's some visitor type cards that will show you in these decks that are specific to Pencil First, have added these that kind of reference back to these, so they just kind of have those as a reference. Well, let's go ahead and open this up. This is, right now, this is a prototype version, so I do want to state that and make sure everyone's clear. This is prototype version, is not final. It is definitely a very good, near finished version for sure. The cards here, they don't have like the linen finish on these. I don't know if that is something that they're looking at doing for the deck, for the Kickstarter, but I would love to see that happen for the cards. I really do like the linen finish on my deck of cards. But as far as size of the cards and everything, it is going to be a pretty traditional card size for these. You'll see right off the bat, this is one of the iconographies that are added to help especially new players to Hanafuda to be able to reference and know, hey, this is a seed or a Brights card or things like that. They fall into certain categories for scoring purposes. But again, just beautiful artwork. Look at this. So with this, the symbols here are just, very simple and in the corner. They're not huge, so it still keeps the focus on the wonderful artwork here from Vincent. And they just are a beautiful deck. Really, the design that they came up with these are really nice. And if you ever go look at different Hanafuda decks out there, one of the things that can be a little frustrating, especially for me as a new player, as I started looking into these decks more and more, is that some of them, the suits, so if you're not familiar, a Hanafuda deck is 12 suits of 4 cards, each representing one of the months. Here we have August right here, for example. And here is September. Here is our month where I'm posting this video. Well, you'll notice that it's very easily identifiable here with the different flowers for that month. So very easily you can see that these are all September. Very easily you can see with all the wheat fields here that is August. In January, you have like these trees, right? And so it's very easily identifiable. So this is one of the huge things that I've found as I've looked at different decks. And I'm glad that we'll show you the artwork and everything is very similar to this. It's just some of the cards are expanded a little bit. So you maybe see a little bit more to it. But with both of these, this is huge for me, is that they are very easily identifiable. Sometimes the Hanafuda decks, the different suits, if you will, the different months, sometimes the flowers, especially for at least 2 of them, I can't remember them off the top of my head for most of those decks, but sometimes it's very much like, oh wait, which month is this? And I've been playing, like, for example, on Board Game Arena as well, Hanafuda games with the Hanafuda deck. And yeah, it's hard sometimes to figure them out. This deck is very, very easily identifiable, the different suits. And now they've actually added these icons as well. So really, really great deck of cards here that you got the back here. It matches kind of what's on the tuck box here. Again, very nice, backs to each of these. Just a very simple design, but they look great. So with that, I'm going to show you some of the comparison here. Also included in this, like I said, we have reference sheets for each of the players. So these fold out and they show you the different months, as well as the brights, seeds, and scrolls, which easily identify. Obviously, the scrolls are a little bit easier identifiable because they just have these like little banners, right? But with some of these other ones, it really does help to have that iconography on the card itself, I think. On this other side, you're actually going to have the different sets that score points and the different point values. There are lots of different ways that you can play, but what I found is that the instructions and everything that Pencil First has are really fantastic. Plus, there's also, as I had mentioned, the little variant with the wandering visitors. So you'll notice that 1 card from each month except November has visitors in the distance, and you'll see those there. And so you can actually have another set of cards. If you make a set of 5 of these, it's worth 1 point, and 1 additional point for each visitor card beyond that. So an additional scoring option, which is really cool. There's also a solo mode that Bruno Cathala came up with that is in both of these sets here. So really, really cool. If you're interested, I've played that a few times. It's very enjoyable. Again, if you want to see more Hanafuda, if you want to see some playthroughs, some of those solo playthroughs, let me know. If you have any questions as well, let me know in the comments below. Again, I will post a link to my video review that I did of their Deluxe Hanafuda deck. But We are going to open this up and show you just the comparison of these Hanafuda cards, because the Hanafuda cards are pretty unique if you've never seen them before. You got them right here. Just kind of dump them out here. So they are much smaller, and they have more of a hard, it's like cardboard almost, where it's like very kind of thick here. You have, these are the black bordered ones that I have right here. And you'll see here, there's no iconography that we have with these, but it does feature the same awesome artwork here. And let me go ahead and try to find some of these cards here, do some quick comparisons as well. So we got January here, and you'll notice here just with the size difference and the look of those. So again, the artwork you'll notice is the same. However, because of the large card here, you're going to see a little bit more to the picture. Again, not a ton, but it does expand it out a little bit more. And again, pretty significant size difference, right? You know, so the kind of nice things with this that, you know, I've done a few videos in shuffling, right? Shuffling is one of kind of the key differences. These do not bend, but you kind of shuffle them more like you would shuffle big cardboard tiles, right? And I actually really do enjoy shuffling this way. Sometimes I feel like I can't shuffle these things quite as well. And so that's where I'm excited for this large format Hanafuda deck to be able to shuffle these cards, I think, in, again, what I'm used to, right? But yes, fantastic. We have, let's pull out a couple more. Here's looking at some of the December cards here. So we have that one and this one here. Just drop some. But here is this beautiful set right here. And just fantastic. It's nice. You have the black border around the picture and then the white actually around there, which is really nice because of, you know, as you play with different cards, the white border is nice because if it's black, it tends to show scuffs or different things as you play with it more and more. So I do appreciate the white border on the cards as well with it. Yeah, and here's this one as well. Again, not a huge difference in the art, just slightly expanded in some of the areas where maybe some of this was cut off, or I don't actually know if, I imagine they had the full artwork and they kind of downsized it to get it on here. I don't know if they had to go back to Vincent and be like, can you expand these out a little bit? But they are fantastic. Here is an example of one of those wandering visitors. Again, in each of the sets except for November, you'll see those on those one of the cards in each of the sets. So that is the large format Hanafuda deck coming out from Pencil First, starting Kickstarter again September 2nd, 2025. Go and check it out, right? Hanafuda is such a unique, fun deck that has all sorts of different versions of games and scoring, but it's something so simple and very accessible. You can play this again with, you know, a great family game, pretty much all ages, right? It's very simple. You sit around and just have great conversations, and it's a great set here. They do have available, at least when I looked today, they do have also the this deluxe version Hanafuda decks available as well on their website. So if you want to check them out, this is again this large format edition, a great way to start and try it out. And I really do like the nice large size cards, be able to shuffle them like normal deck of cards. And I love the different versions that they have. It's really well explained in their rules, but also the solo mode and everything like that is just great. So again, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop those in the comments. Try to answer those for you. I will also put a link in the description of this video to the Kickstarter and to Pencil First website. So I'd like to thank them for sending over this prototype for review. And thank you for watching. And until next time, have fun gaming, and we'll see you. That is how Lou sees it.